Nazareth.
Okay, so goeiemôre. Goeiemôre. Baie dankie om te lees. Die tema wat ons 'n bietjie oor praat vandag is die issue van fatherlessness, missing fathers in a home, in a household. En daar's 'n ou wat bevind het met 'n ondersoek in die Universiteit van Howard, is virtually every major pathology in the world has been linked to fatherlessness. Violent crime, drug and alcohol abuse, teen pregnancy, suicide, all correlate more strongly to fatherlessness than any other single factor. So ja, ek wil net gevra het in terme van wat die dominee en is dit waar? Is dit 'n issue in Nederland?
Ek dink 'n mens moet dalk eers 'n bietjie praat oor die rol van 'n vader tradisioneel. Die basiese ding is gewoonlik 'n protector, nee. Wat in die diereryk is dit ook so, dis die ou met die muscles, wat protect. Ons het in ons groei as mensdom en veral as Christene ons vaderskap 'n bietjie anders begin interpreteer, veral nadat ons met die vader te doen gekry het. So ek dink hierdie verbande wat ons verbreek het, het geweldige invloed op alles wat gebeur. Soos jy terecht gesê het in jou inleiding.
Ek dink mense daar die reg daar. Ek dink 'n vader is die beskermer, die protector. Ons is 'n provider. En wat ons sien deesdae die rol draai om. Dit is nie meer die man wat die provider is nie. So die manlike rol as vader word 'n bietjie in ons moderne wêreld bietjie verdraai. En ook leierskap. Eintlik Christus man, vrou, kind. Dit het bietjie verwronge gegaan. Ons persepsie oor dit het bietjie gedraai. Leierskap deesdae is baie keer vrou, man, kind.
En die impak van 'n pa, I think in Ryan in terms of emotional, what do you think, what the impact?
Yeah, I think like Richard just said, this whole protector thing, I think it's more than just physical protection, but it's emotional protection as well. So it's not just being there physically, but being there emotionally as well. I think if a father is absent emotionally, that has a big impact on a child's life. And so I think it's important that emotional aspect is there as well. I know us guys, generally speaking, don't like to be that emotional. We're the tough macho ones. But I think being emotionally present is important.
Also morally protect. Because I think that's where we lack nowadays. There's no moral protection of the community, of my family, and so because immorality moves into us as men, fathers. So that's probably our biggest problem. Ons sukkel om geregtigheid, reël reg te lewe as mans. Want die versoekings is ongelooflik. Jy druk 'n knoppie en jy's in allerlei goede net op die internet.
He's so right. I think it's Paul, 1 Corinthians 4:15 says you have a lot of instructors, but not enough fathers that provides you the gospel. It's the good news, the moral. And I think the world is so full of instructors leading our children away, aside from the truth, from the good news, from the gospel. And we need real fathers, spiritual fathers, helping the fatherless nation.
And the link tussen die geestelike leierskap en die morele leierskap. Ons kan dit alles 'n mooi geestelike sousie gee en ons as kerke ons preek en ons vertel van die Here Jesus, maar dit moet grond kry hier in ons alledaagse lewe, in ons moraliteit, jaloers optree.
I think it's got to do with gospel-centered living, how the gospel influences our lives. That's something I've realized more and more is how the gospel should shape our lives as well. And I think that's where the problem comes into it as well, is that I think sometimes we don't have a full comprehension of what the gospel is all about. And when we grasp what the gospel is, what Jesus did, then it impacts how we live and how we interact with our children and with our families.
I think that's the lack of the fatherless children today. because they don't have a father, so there's no role model in their life. So they lack the relationship with the Heavenly Father, and they don't realize that Jesus Christ was the connection between the two. And I think, you know, it's good to bring the moral back, but also the spiritual side of it, and be the role models on the foundation basis of it.
Ander baie belangrike aspek is die huwelik. Die rol binne die huwelik. Wat eintlik 'n fondasie is vir elke kind. Jy kan maar kyk die verskriklike egskeidingssyfers en die kinders wat uit geskeide huise uitkom. Kan jy kan aanvoer met 'n stok.
What do you think contributes to the fatherhood crisis? I'd just like to mention a few. Generational fatherlessness, passive fathering, and cultural confusion about masculinity. Masculinity. So there's obviously confusion in terms of what a father is. Like you said now, if you haven't been raised by a father and you just step into that role, is that part of the crisis? Do you think that could be part of the crisis, generational issues?
I think when it comes to masculinity, is that there's a book that came out a few years ago called The Toxic War Against Masculinity. And so I think when it comes to masculinity, a lot of this pushback towards masculinity, I think, arose out of the feminist movement and the role reversal. And so men in general are seen as these perpetrators, that all men are bad. And so I think that also plays a role in how
Therefore, when we speak about fatherhood, we have to choose our words right. Ons moet mooi dink oor hoe ons daaroor praat, dat dit nie die idee kry van ons wil weer net domineer. Dit is nie 'n dominering.
But you must realize that there are families where there's no father. So the mother must be the fatherhood in that household. And how you address that is very important. You know, you can't put her into a man's role in terms of it's a bit feminine, natural. So we have to think how you're going to implement things like that in a household where there's no father. The father might. Who's going to play that role?
Praat van 'n rol, dit gaan oor role modeling. As ek oor 'n pa dink ek oor my pa. Dis die rol wat ek het. En so probeer ek 'n pa wees.
En dit is ekskuus tog, dit is Salomo van praat. Die erfporsie wat ons los vir ons kinders, is nie geld nie. Dit is daai wat jy gelos het, daai wat jy in die hart ingeplant het, daai saad wat jy gesit het, wat daai fondasie was van ek draai terug na my grondbeginsels, ek draai terug na die woord van die Here toe. Ek draai terug na gebed, ek draai terug om die Here aan te roep. En ek dink dit is die belangrike erfporsie vir ons kinders, dat die Here dit stel.
On the role model thing, I don't think it's always necessarily a lack of role models, but it's a type of role model that we grew up with, in terms of who our fathers were. Were they good role models? Did they set good examples for us, or did they set bad examples for us? And that also has a part to play when it comes to this fatherhood crisis that we face as a society.
So restoring the role of fathers in our community, and obviously in Nene Bay, what does healthy fatherhood look like? We just mentioned a few now, and I can just mention here some. There's also being present, being present in the home, lead with love, not control. Like you said, it's not dominant. It's not like I'm the boss, and model integrity, like we just said now, integriteit, and then apologize and grow. Because that's some of guys have not learned. Don't learn that. You know, I don't make mistakes. So to apologize and to grow.
And we can also out from that. Because we're all guilty of those mistakes. You know, we're all human. So we are learning as well in this whole process. You know, in fatherhood, because you make daily mistakes. You think, why did I say that? Why did they act this way? Man, just probably 17 and say, a fool are wise and just. Shut his lips. So sometimes I feel that one's for me.
So what do you feel as a group of men or as leaders in our community? How do you think we need to approach this in terms of what we're doing now today? In terms of community, do you really think it's a major crisis? We know it's worldwide, it's a crisis. But do you think Nene Bay on the West Coast, do you really think it's a crisis here?
Ek dink dit is 'n geweldige krisis, maar hoe ons dit aanspreek, moet ons mooi oordink, want sonder om weer dominerend te wees en know it all, ons moet baie saggies wees. Ek het 'n ou in die gemeente, hy sê jy moet nie met jou braids aanry nie, maar jy moet jou dings aan. Want wat ons hier het is 'n gemeenskap eintlik in ons hele land wat stikkend is en seer het en
sensitief is
en baie sensitief is. So as ons nou hier, noem ons nou hier leiers, dan begin ek al klaar dink, ons weet en julle weet nie en dominerend weer wees. Ons moet op 'n baie sagte manier en 'n subtiele manier 'n rolmodel probeer wees.
As fathers as well. I mean, all of you are fathers. Dit so almal van ons is paas en dan oupas en sulke goed. So is nie net van 'n leiersposisie, maar die hart vir 'n pa, hart vir 'n kind. Wat is ons hart? En ek dink is tipies waar dit kom op die ding neer. The world doesn't need perfect fathers. They just need present fathers. So I think for us, I think the push is not to say, okay, guys, you need to fit into this box. You need to be perfect. Because it's not perfect. I mean, we can sit here as and agree that we're not perfect. We made our mistakes. At least we're present. I think the big thing is, and this whole thing about the world needs a father is getting to that point where we need to get fathers back in the homes. That they take up the responsibility in the home.
It is a massive responsibility, being present, being an example. You asked how, I think it starts with just being there, being present. And it also starts in the home, how we interact with our children.
I think the biggest gift I get, my children say, I ask forgiveness for my mistakes. I acknowledge my mistakes, forgive me. I was not perfect, and I made a lot of mistakes. And the biggest gift I received back from them is that I forgive you. We accept your mistakes.
Maar die ding van present wees, die ding van present wees is baie belangrik. As my kinders met my praat en ek beskou dit as 'n kompliment en ek is dankbaar daarvoor, dan sê hulle vir my juis oor dat ek present was. Ek onthou een rugbywedstryd, toe sy al op Stellenbosch, ek was die enigste pa wat daar gestaan met 'n sambreel gekyk het, maar just be there. Dis al wat tel. Dit maak nie goed of iets. Dis net my pa was daar. En dis daai rolmodel. En my pa was dieselfde met my. Daai presence. Ek is baie bly oor daai.
Hulle sê hoe spel jy liefde vir jou kind? Tyd.
Well, thank you very much for your inputs, and I think for us as a group of men, not just leaders but men and fathers, understanding the fact that we need to be present, and for us as a community, and I think for us to get people and to get men out there to understand this, young men, fathers to be, young boys, young men to understand this, and even fathers that have grown and have made many mistakes, to maybe go through this program of the world needs a father and the dad's talk, to ultimately to learn a few things even for us that's been through the mill, but there's maybe a lot of things that we can learn, and also for our grandchildren, ultimately and pass on to the next generation. I think that's the most important thing. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your input.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now I hope we recorded it.